All right, G. We don't normally do rumors, but rumor is at Tycoon Fest, 50 Cent's event, Trey Songz tried to fight Terence Crawford.
Trey Songz tried to fight Bud?
Yeah.
He trying to fight Bud, though?
Yeah. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that particular situation and regular guys trying boxers?
All right, so Trey Songz is an entertainer, singer. He's been going through a lot, you know what I mean, in the tabloids. He's been accusing him of some things. But picking a fight with Bud, one of the best fighters in the world, like I don't like to underestimate anybody, but that's kind of like crazy. That's scary too, but it's scary on the fighter's behalf, on Bud's behalf, because what if he would have beat Trey Songz the fuck up? Like, I mean, did Trey Songz try to sue him or some shit like that? And at the same time, what is Trey Songz thinking about? Like, what is he, like, if you that mad at something or you that irritated, you shouldn't go out. Because that would have turned out ugly for him. Not because Bud is a boxer, but he an all-around fucking ninja. You're talking about somebody who trains, you know, wrestling, probably know a little bit of jiu-jitsu. So anyway it would have went, it would have been bad for Trey Songz. And he got to think about his singing career, man. Like, you know what I mean? He could have got put in one of those chokeholds, fucked up his larynx. You know what I mean? Now he can't sing.
You reckon that? And, you know, women like him because of his looks.
Yeah, you could get your looks fucked up. Get your orbital bone broke for the rest of your life. Now you got lazy eye. Like, you never know. I mean, but why are you fucking with Bud, though? Like, what was you going to get out of that? You know what I mean? And dudes, and you know what I notice about fighters, and this is why fighters got to be careful. When you're around people who do other things, they want to let you know that they tough. So they act a little, you know, they act a little tough. But it's like, you don't have to do that. Fighters are humble. Fighters don't want to get into fights outside of boxing because we got shit to do. You know what I mean? That's all we've been doing all our life. So I want the fighters to be careful. Like when you're at these little events or when you're around certain people, I mean, please be careful because they be trying to drag y'all into shit just trying to prove that they tough. Because that matchup don't even make sense. Like, I don't even know how you even would. You know what I mean? Unless Bud had his girl with him and Trey Songz tried to Mr. Steal Your Girl shit. You know what I mean?
Now that I think about it, Bud do wrestle. So it could be a situation where he spiked Trey on his head and then start dumping on him. That could have got bad.
It's gonna be ugly for him, bro. Like, you gotta be careful, like these dudes. You know what I mean? Me, I'm not a big fan of beating up on people in the street, but that's what I do. So, I mean, that's
you can't say I'm not a big fan of beating up people on the street.
I don't be preaching that shit, but
legend has it you a 2-time Olympian outside, man.
I mean, that's in stone. I'm just saying though, like, I mean, you, like, it's not like, all right, Trey, you can't assume Trey Songz sweet, like it's an easy win. But I'm just saying, like, all right, if that would have happened, then Bud would have been for real the bad guy. He would have been definitely the bad guy, because Bud not leaving without a win in a fight like you can't think about that headline like Trey Songz punches world-class fighter Terence Crawford in the mouth, and he ain't get to do nothing about it. Like, no.
You know Earl going to Twitter right after that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you got to know how to pick and choose them. You know what I mean? Bad pick on Trey Songz, you know what I mean, behalf, and I'm gonna say kudos to Bud for not snapping out. You know what I mean? Pushing it, because that could have got bad for that boy. Like, real bad.
Do regular men understand how hard y'all punch? I had experience where I put on a bodysuit with 2 boxers. These were small guys. One was like a 118, the other one was like a 130. Yeah. And I was shocked.
I mean, if you a fighter and you got that in you, you don't really care how hard a motherfucker hit. But what people have to understand about fighters is, and they know, but he's a trained animal. So the same way a motherfucker get trained in the army to kill, a fighter is taught to kill you. You know what I'm saying? With his hands, he know about the vital spots in the organs. He know where to hit you in your head. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That it can get bad for you. So why even pick that fight? You know what I mean? Why even try to, like, you know who that is. Like, don't do that. He know who you is, but don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to make a fight out of it, because where do you win? And then if you sue him, then you look like a pussy because you started the fight or you tried to. You know what I mean? And then he'd beat you up. It would got bad for him. So that was crafty. I didn't know that happened.
Trey's been banned from Tycoon Fest.
See? That means he was definitely in the wrong, too, if you get banged.